Good morning, guys. Here we are getting ready, and again with my gear, and you know what that means again. Back to the Sandbar. This morning, it's a beautiful morning, just like I said in the forecast yesterday. Beautiful day, sunny day, low winds, and what can be better than that when you go out on the boat? Low winds, number one here in the Florida Keys. Anyway, stay tuned because we're heading out to the Sandbar. Just me, my wife, and the two babies. Is our day today, so stay tuned, and here we go. Papa, I want to go. Yes, this time you're coming. You are coming. Yes, are you happy? Yeah, look how happy she is. She wants to go to the Sandbar. She loves the Sandbar. You ready? Vamos. Nos fuimos. Yes, you ready? Vamos.
Vamos,
Al
vamos.
barco.
Vamos.
El barco.
Vamos al barco, Daddy. Vamos, vamos. Let's go.
All right, we're here at the marina, and as you can see, it is all full everywhere to park. So it's going to be a busy day here at the marina, and that could only mean docking dilemma 3.5 at this time, but hopefully not. So we'll see. We're grabbing a little cart here so we can take the stuff out of the car and get it into the boat. As you can see today, we have no undocking dilemma, which is also bad when you have boats all over in front of you with leaving little space for you to get through and out of the basin. Today, no undocking dilemma. Awesome. The weather today supposed to be super awesome according to my Florida Upper Keys report. Awesome weather starting from Friday all the way through almost Monday. I mean, this is like in a long time happening, because all the other weeks we've had higher winds, 14, 15 mile per hour winds. This week, nothing like that. 5 to 10 being on the lower end of that. The Tavernier area was originally inhabited by the Calusa and Tequesta Native Americans. The area's proximity to the dangerous Carrefour Reef made it a favorable anchorage for the Bahamian fishermen and wreckers, people who salvaged goods from shipwrecks. Tavernier's earliest settlers were all from the Bahamas. In the late 1800s, a farming community known as Planter was established on the ocean front. This settlement grew around the Samuel Johnson farm, and a post office was established there in 1891. The residents of Planter primarily farmed pineapple, tomatoes, and melons. The arrival of Henry Flagler's Overseas Railway in the early 1900s was a transformative event. The railroad brought new development and solidified Tavernier as a community. Today, Tavernier is an unincorporated community on Key Largo. It has been designated a historic district by Monroe County to help preserve its unique architectural and cultural heritage. The community is known for its historic structures, many of which date back to the early 20th century. (1935) Labor Day hurricane. This was a devastating event that had a major impact on the Keys. The storm destroyed overseas railway and the tracks were never rebuilt. This led to the development of the overseas highway, which replaced the railroad as a primary transportation route.
Dolphin.
All right, guys. Yeah, there's a dolphin. You won't be able to see it from here. It's all the way over there. Oh, there he is. He just splashed. They're splashing around to attract the bait fish. Feeding time. Today, the day is beautiful. Exactly like my forecast. It is awesome, beautiful. The winds are really, really low. It is so low that almost hardly any wind is blowing and I'm sweating like crazy. But the traffic is good because there's a lot of people out, so they're enjoying the day. And let me see how our sandbar looks. It doesn't look too full yet, so we're getting there on time so we can grab our favorite space in there. And we're almost ready to head out here from the channel where we can go full speed again. So, oh yeah, those dolphins, they're over there having a feast. A feast. Yeah, they're slapping their tails all around to attract the bait fish into their lure so they can grab them. Anyway, we're heading to the sandbar, so stay tuned and here we go. We have entered Tavernier Creek channel on the ocean side, and from this point on we can go normal operating speed. It says normal operating speed and to be safe speed as well, so you got to be careful inside the channel, especially when a boat is oncoming. Once you're in the channel, just maintain between both markers, because both sides of those markers on the outside, it is really shallow, especially in low tide. Once you exit the channel, you'll be going northeast towards the island there. You see the island on the left? That's Tavernier Key. So the main thing is when you see these white buoys, do not cross into them because it's really shallow inside there. So you have to go on the outside of the buoys and we have to do a complete turn, which you'll see on the video here later on. When you approach the sandbar and you see these white buoys, once you cross them, make sure you're in idle speed. And I mean idle speed, the slowest speed that you can take into the sandbar. Otherwise, if FWC sees you, you will get a ticket for going too fast into the sandbar. We arrived to Tavernier Key Sandbar. Just look how beautiful the view is here, and there's no one here yet, which is the way I like to get here so we can get our favorite spot. We are now backing into Tavernier Key Sandbar to anchor and put in the anchor pin. Before you back in to the sandbar, make sure you check the tide. If you're in low tide, you can back in as far as your boat can take. Remember, the depth of your boat, if you have a draft of 2 feet, you cannot go any shallower than 2 feet. So I suggest you go up to 3 feet and have at least 12-inch play. Now, if the tide is going back up, you're fine. But if it's going down further, then you may have a problem. So check that tide before you hit in. As you can see here, my wife is checking the depth. with our anchor pin. Even though we have depth finder, but you never want to trust everything, so you want to double check, make sure that the depth is exactly the way it's on that pole before you hit in. Also, as we back in, right before we hit our optimal depth, what we do is we drop the front anchor at least 10 feet in front and then hit back until we get to the optimal depth that we want, and then we stop right there, get off, and then install the anchor pin so the boat will not move sideways. Installing the anchor pin today is perfect because the winds are really low, but if the winds are higher, you will have a problem and you will need help to be able to pull the boat to the position that you want, looking to the sandbar. Once you're finished with anchoring your boat and you're happy with the position, now it's time to have fun. Fill up your raft with air and make sure you put your sunblock before you hit the water. The views here at Tavernier Key Sandbar today are beautiful. I mean, there's no words to describe it.
Yo me voy a quedar para ver qué es lo que hace el aparato. Si se acerca, entonces ya yo subo.
Well, guys, this is the first time since we've been coming here for years and years that we get something like that close by. I think it's a nurse, but I'm not sure. It looks like a nurse at the same time. Be careful there. Yeah, we have a little shark here. Oh, not so little, not so little. Yeah, I think, yeah, it looks like a nurse shark, I think. Not sure 100% because it's iffy there. Unless it gets a little closer, I could tell. But he's just scrambling around looking for food. He sees boats here, and when he sees boats here, he thinks of food. So people most of the time feed him stuff from here, from the boats and all that. That's why they come around the boats. But anyway, he's taking off that direction now. Now that's something you don't really see here every day. It's something that you'll see once in the blue moon, and I guess we're gonna have a blue moon tonight. But it's usually pretty safe here. He just went around, checked us out, and left. In no time after we anchored, a bunch of boats came all at the same time and anchored all around us. It got really busy here really fast. Pearl loves playing in the water, and every time we say Sandbar, she's going crazy to come with us to the boat and have her fun like she's doing here right now. Oh guys, this here looks like liquid glass. It is so super smooth and clear that you can see the bottom here. Check this out. This is something I always show here because it's just amazing the way this water bottom looks. You can see right through. It's like a magnifying glass. You can see everything all the way in the bottom clearly. That is so cool. So we have a huge storm forming right there on the other side there on the bay side, which is always typical. It comes from Florida City, all that Flamingo area of the southern tip of the peninsula of Florida. We always get those things from the Everglades, and they sometimes come this way, sometimes they just move along. But if you look at the rest of this here, beautiful blue, clear all the way around, except that storm right there. Probably is not even coming this direction, but it's there, it's forming. Probably inland later on though. Looks like Lily is ready to head back home. Looks like she's a little tired. We're just taking a little walk into the sandbar here. We're bringing the floats with the babies with us here, so a little bit more shallower. And again guys, the water, it is not cool, it is not warm, it's hot. It feels really nice now. Now it feels like a real jacuzzi because it's nice and hot. All right, let me see how far we're gonna come in here. Check this out. Bottom is clear as always. Can't go wrong here at Tavernier Key. This is an awesome, beautiful place and relaxing to come here and have a good time. Alright, let me see how far we're coming in. It's getting a little shallower now. Okay, check out this little white spot right here. Look how cool. Nice sand. Sandy area right there. Beautiful. We are all getting a little hungry, so we're gonna start up the barbecue, and meanwhile we'll get some of these strawberries for the babies. They love strawberries. If you haven't tried these Argentinian sausages, you have to try them. They're so awesome, they never ever are any leftovers. You get them at Winn-Dixie and look for the Argentinian sausages. See what I mean? They're all gone. Never ever you'll find any leftovers.
Got sunburn and some sunblock. And crazy pearl. Crazy pearl. There she goes again. Ready to go in the water. Of course, of course. That's her. She jumps from there to your arms like a shrimp. Un camarón. Salió brincando como un camarón. Esa camaronera. Camaroncito blanco. And Lily's getting a little energetic here now. Eh? Energetic, yes. You're sleeping half of the day.
Alright guys, it's been such a beautiful day here today, and like I said in my forecast earlier, it is even better than that. The winds have died down finally to about 3 miles per hour, maybe 4 at times. But here we are at the Sandbar with the babies, and they're having an awesome time. And she's look, yes, yes, she's got used to it. She's gotten used to it. Now she does it frequently. She's loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. And so are we. And I hope you guys are loving it too, because the idea of coming here and showing you these videos is for you guys to come with us and have a good time here, wherever you're at, and have an awesome time, relaxing time at the Tavernier Key Sandbar. And I hope you're enjoying. I hope you like this video, and if you do, don't forget to splash the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing today. It'll make my day. It'll make me feel good. and you're doing a big help for our channel. So thank you so much for your support. Peace from the Keys. And stay tuned because there's more. All right, I want to show you this little item we have here. I know you've seen it before, but this is something so awesome to have in the boat, especially when you come out here in the Florida Keys where you get a lot of shallows. And you need to know when you have low tide, high tide, and all that. You've seen it before, but there's other people who haven't seen it yet. And it's this little thing right here, this gadget right here. It's telling me this is low tide right here, and it says 5 there. So it's telling me that we have 5 hours till high tide. And the good thing with it is that just by looking at it, just like you tell time with a clock, you look at it, you know exactly where you're at with the tide. This is something I recommend, especially if you have a cabin cruiser or some sort, that you can keep it nice and dry inside. But this is something that has helped me everywhere I go, and I can see this all the way when we're out there swimming. I can still look inside here and see where the tide is at. And that's something you need to know every time you're at the sandbar. In case it gets too shallow, you need to move the boat out of the way. So thanks for watching. This is one thing about these babies. When they come out here and they play half of the day, they get really exhausted. You can see her right there. Look at her. Look at her. All she wants to do is be with mommy because she's exhausted and sleepy, ready to go home and go to sleep. Huh? You ready? Ready to go to sleep? Huh, Pearl? Pearl had a lot of fun today here at the sandbar. Lots of fun in the sun. Yeah, they're all exhausted. Even Lily. Let's go check out Lily over here. Lily is the oldest one. She's 14 years old this November, and but she is more quiet. Even though at times she can be really spunky and be all over the place, but she's exhausted too because she's done a couple of jumps herself. And here's Lily. Hi, Lily. How are you? You're just having a little fun rest here, relaxing at the sandbar too, huh? Yeah, I know you're having a good time. You're just relaxing. But they're all loving it, just like we are. One of the things I wanted to point out today, guys, last time we came out, last week, I'm talking about just 1 week difference. The water temperature, it is really high today. It is warm. You do not feel any cold. It's warm, and in some spots feels even harder than that. So today's water temperature, super warm, really good. You can come in, it's not going to be cold. It's going to be just perfect. But that's because now we have heat advisory, so everything's getting heat up more than usual. And I think this is, like, for me, the start of the summer now because the water is finally hot here at Tavernier Key. So we're having a good time, and there's more to come, so stay tuned. It looks like it's been in the water for quite some time, but we all have to do our part and pick up all the trash in the ocean. Keep it nice and clean for everyone to enjoy here, the sandbar. Let me just put it here for now and keep it there till we get back into the boat. Mira. Está acabando. She doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave. She wants to stay here at the sandbar inside the water. She doesn't want to leave. But that's typical of her. She's been loving it out here every time we come out. All right, guys, we're approaching that time of the day again where we have to head back to the marina. But today it's a little bit different. We're gonna do everything a little bit different. Today it's already 5 o'clock. Marina's already closed, so that means we don't know how that basin is looking at this time. Marina's closed, so that means everybody coming in, staying in there until tomorrow morning. We may go out tomorrow again, so we're gonna leave it in a slip today, and that way it makes it easier tomorrow to leave back out to the sandbar again. So another video coming up soon right after this one, and we're already picked up everything here. Everything's packed up. All we have to do is just take off the anchor pin there and then let the wind swing outward. There's only one issue here, that buoy right there. So once I let go of the anchor pin, I have to pick up the anchor a little bit, so that way we can come short from that buoy there and not hit it. So that's the only thing. We're clear on both sides. Everything's ready to go. So here we go. They're anxious to get home already. I don't think so. At least not her. So all right guys, we'll be starting to head out back to the marina. Stay tuned. All right, we have some people helping out here. Let's take this off from here. All right, excellent. Gracias, manito.
Okay, man. Anytime.
Thank you very much.
The Atlantic in the bottom.
Ahora the wind is going to swing us out, and I'll pick up the front one.
You want to do it?
No, it's really deep over there, super deep. Yeah. So adelante I have a windlass. I'll pick it up with the windlass.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Okay, man.
Have a good night. All right, so
Have a good weekend.
thank you.
Oh, mira, pull up your ladder.
Oh, the ladder, yes. Yeah, that's one thing. Never forget your ladder. Never forget your ladder. So you have to go down the list. So you got to pick that up there. Got to save that ladder. Yeah.
Ven, Lili.
Okay.
La otra cámara me tienes que dar.
All right, so we're on. Engine is on already, and we are moving. So we're swinging around this way. You can see the buoy right there. So we just got to make sure we don't hit that buoy there. But we'll pick up the anchor in the front little by little. Probably start now. Today has been the #1 best, beautiful, excellent day in the Florida Keys this year. And I thank God for giving us this beautiful day again, and enjoy it with family in the beautiful sandbar of Tavernier Key. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned because here we go with the docking dilemma coming up soon. For everyone who watch our videos, we would love to hear from you. Is there anything that you would like to see us do differently on our videos? I don't know, maybe in time length, maybe shorter or longer, or the same as we do right now. So your opinion really counts, so leave us a comment in the comment section below of this video. We would love to hear from you. Water temperature 92.42 Fahrenheit. That is really hot, and I felt it today because it was really hot today at the Sandbar as well. So hot waters in the Florida Keys. Here we go. It could be good news, it could be bad news. Bad news for hurricanes because waters are getting really hot now, but hopefully we won't have any. All right, we're almost at the marina. We're right before the bridge. And let's see how the docking dilemma, whether we're not docking today in the basin, but we are in the need to find a slip today. So let's see how that goes. So stay tuned. Since we're going back out to the Sandbar tomorrow, we're gonna do things a little bit different. Instead of going into the basin, having the boat hauled out in the morning and then put back in the water, we're just gonna go ahead and tie up to a dock and just leave it in the water overnight, and that'll make it easier. Tomorrow morning, we just get in the boat, start, and head out. Our usual slip that we always get is reserved today, so we can't get into that one. So we're gonna have to go back and get the first one right at the entrance. The good thing about docking in the slip is that we have no docking dilemma today. If you notice in the basin, it is completely full and there's no way to get in there because there's no space. So doing this will save us from a lot of headaches, and it makes it easier tomorrow morning. Alright guys, so we have the hose in the fittings here to flush the engine. Even though we're on the water today, we still need to flush the engine. You can see the little weep hole there, spilling the water, cleansing the internal parts of the engine. So even if you're on the water, you still have to flush these engines. I mean, even if you're going to use it the next morning, the more times you do it, the more these engines will last. So you want to keep that salt from accumulating inside those lines. So that's one of the things why I always do this every single time I come back from the Sandbar or from anywhere. So we're almost ready. We only have like about another 8 minutes there, and then we're just gonna flush down, cleanse everything down with fresh water, and then we're ready to pack up and come back tomorrow and hit the Sandbar again. So stay tuned for more. So here we go with another Sandbar adventure for you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your support, and I hope you like. Don't forget to splash the like button, and if you haven't subscribed, now's a good time to subscribe down there. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace from the Keys.